So you guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to yet another makeup diaries. I think we are on episode 6 in my makeup diaries series. I have had so much fun filming these makeup diaries videos this year. If you haven't heard, I was inspired to do this series because Annette from Annette's Makeup Corner has been doing it for quite some time, and I always love watching her makeup diaries videos. I just feel like she does such interesting and unique looks, and I love following her series, and I thought it would be fun to give it a try on my channel. And I have just really enjoyed documenting my makeup looks every single day, or majority of days. There's definitely some days that I'm like flying out the door to work and we skip those days, but I have 7 days of makeup looks to share with you guys today. So if you are interested, stay tuned. I am really excited about some of the looks that I created eyeshadow wise in this video. I was trying a few different things, and there's some Minnesota Timberwolves inspired looks. There's also some Minnesota Timberwolves rants throughout this makeup diaries. I am so ashamed. I am so disappointed that we are not in the NBA finals right now, but if you're interested in some Timberwolves happenings, or if you're just interested in the looks that I've created over the last 7 days, stay tuned. First, if you have yet to subscribe to my channel and you like project painting content, palette themed content, or just chit-chatting about makeup, I'd love if you'd consider subscribing before moving on. And other than that, let's jump into the video. Hello and welcome to the first day in yet another makeup diaries. Today is Wednesday and I am off to work, so this is my work makeup and I'm very excited to share it with you guys today. We can start with the eyes today. I am currently trying to complete my Sigma Corta Rosa eyeshadow palette, no pan left behind style, and every time I pull this eyeshadow palette out, I am reminded just how much I like this palette. This is definitely my favorite Sigma eyeshadow palette that I've tried. I've actually not been a big fan of the majority of the Sigma palettes that I have tried. I will say I'm definitely interested in some of their like newer releases, even like last summer. Which one was that? Like the neutral one they came out with? The cool neutrals looks beautiful, but I really find that their shadows can be really hit or miss. But I love this palette for like an orangey coral summer moment. And today I have the shade Summer Song in my, like on the outer third of my eyes. Then I used a little bit of Hybrid and Apricot to blend that out. I went in with the shade High Society on the like outer half of my eye. And then I went in with the shade Sun Sprite on the inner half of my lid. I'm not always the biggest fan of golds, but then I feel like I'll put a gold shadow on and I really enjoy it. I really do love the way that this eyeshadow look turned out. I kind of wish I wasn't going to work. Like I feel like this would make a really good like patio day. I almost said outfit, makeup look. But that is everything that is on my eyes today. I did use the Vesca Beauty Moonlight highlighter in my inner corner, so for my inner corner highlight. And then my mascara combination today is the Dior Show mascara mixed with the Makeup Revolution 5D Lash Pow. And then of course I went in with my heated lash curler. My brows, as always, are my Danessa Myricks Groundworks eyeshadow palette. Okay, for my base today, for like my chest area, I'm trying to get use out of my Nabla Angel Aura Radiant Plumping Primer. So I have that on my chest and it feels sticky, and I honestly like feel like, I don't know if it's really even adding much of a glow, but as I said, I'm really just trying to get use out of this. So just wanted to shout that out. Sorry my ear just came on if it's loud. Okay, for my primer today, I always start with my eyeshadow. So before doing my eyeshadow today, I went in with the Merit Great Skin Instant Glow Serum just to kind of add some hydration to my face before I went in with the rest of my makeup. But then I did also use the Tula primer, the filter primer in Sunrise, as an actual makeup primer. But this was on for probably 20 minutes before I went in with this. And again, this was just to add some extra hydration. I really do like this product from Merit. This was something that they did send to me, and I'm not sure I would go out and purchase it on my own when I finish it. But a part of me kind of feels like I would. Although I'm like, do I want to go back to using like the glow drops if I wanted something like glowy and something that added hydration? This is definitely really liquidy, whereas the Glow Recipe glow drops are a little bit thicker, but both add a lot of hydration to the face. Again, use the Tula primer for my primer. My foundation combination today is one that I did the last, like day 7 of my last makeup diaries, and I really enjoyed it, especially because it really does kind of match my skin tone right now. So I went in with 1 pump of the Clinique Even Better Serum Foundation. I have mine in the shade CN70 Vanilla, and then I went in with like 1.5 pumps of the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Foundation in the shade W2. I really love both of these foundations on their own, and I feel like they make a really great combination, adding a lot of coverage but feels really lightweight on the skin. So that is the foundation combo today. I also did a combination for my concealer. I have my Rose Ink concealer mixed with my Natasha Denona. My Rose Ink is way too dark for me and my Natasha Denona is way too light for me, so I mixed them together to come up with a custom shade. I am currently trying to work my way through the Rose Ink concealer because it is one of the older ones in my collection, but it is way too dark to use on its own. I still haven't gotten around to trying this as like a foundation on my skin. I definitely want to do that. And I'm trying to decide if I should declutter the Natasha Denona or actually like try and use it. But I can really only use it if I'm mixing because it's way, way, way too light. I have the shade RN1 in the Natasha Denona concealer, and then in the Rose Ink concealer, I have LX020. I did set both underneath my eyes as well as all over my face using my Fenty Beauty powder foundation today. I use this pretty much every day to set all over my face, not because it's my favorite powder for all over the face, but because I'm trying to finish this up. My bronzer today is the NYX Bronzer Melts Bronzer. This is my 4th time using this bronzer, I believe. I have mine in the shade Deserve Butta, and it's definitely a deeper bronzer. Like, it's something that I'm really only going to be able to get use out of when I am tan like this, so throughout the summer. I would be interested in picking up a lighter shade for when I am like more fair toned, because I really like this. I believe this was $10. It is very pigmented, so that is something you kind of like have to be leery of. I actually ended up going in with my Hourglass Ambient Lighting palette because I had to kind of like blend out the edges, because this is just a little bit like, it is pigmented, but it does look really beautiful blended out on the skin. I don't know, I really like it. It kind of has like a vanilla scent to it too. I so far I've been a really big fan of this. I like the tone. It does have, all of the shades in this line have a little bit more of like a rosy undertone, and I've said this the last few times in my makeup diaries that I've had this bronzer on. I was a little worried that because I got a darker shade and I would be like more bronzy, tanny tanny's not a word. I didn't think with the cool undertone it would necessarily, or sorry, with the rosy undertone it would necessarily match me, but I really like the way that it looks. So I am interested in potentially picking up my fair shade in this or something more fair toned, but I'm a big fan, and especially for $10, I feel like that is a great product. I know I am way behind on my Shop My Stash series. I thought only filming one Shop My Stash a month I would have like no problems, but I've just been behind on YouTube April and May. I'm hoping to get back on track in June, and I'm putting this out here right now. I'm fingers crossed hoping I can post every single day in June, but I also made a commitment to myself that this summer I was going to spend as much time as possible outside. But last June I posted every single day, so I'm kind of like wanting to challenge myself to do the same. All that to say, I am trying to work my way through the last remaining products in my current Shop My Stash rotation. Like, I want to use everything so I can kind of cycle everything out. And I wanted to reach into my NARS Orgasm on the Beach face palette. You guys know I've been loving face palettes the last year and a half, 2 years. And this is actually something I will likely leave in my Shop My Stash rotation because I feel like this is the perfect summer face palette. But I have a mixture of both of these shades as my blush today. So it's a mixture of, I believe, Orgasm and Zuma on the cheeks today. And then I went in with the Vesca Beauty highlighter in the shade Moonlight on my, for my highlight, as well as my inner corner highlight today. And then I did actually use my Peach and Lily spray to like as a face priming spray. You guys know I love to mist my face, so I know I'm being excessive, but we're gonna set using the Revolution Beauty Sport Fix Lasting Hold Fixing Spray for today. I'm just trying to work my way through this. You can hear I don't have a lot left. And then I have been really enjoying the new e.l.f. Dewy Power Grip priming, not priming, setting spray. So I don't necessarily know that I would repurchase this one. I don't know if I have a faulty component or if it's just the component of this product, but I find that the sprayer doesn't always work the best, so I likely wouldn't repurchase that. I've tried other Revolution Beauty sprays that I like better than this one. And then my lip combination today I feel like is all but worn off, but I went in with my ColourPop Malibu Beach, no, ColourPop Barbie Golden Beach lip liner. For my lipstick, I went in with the What's Up Beauty matte lipstick in the shade Seba. I think it's Seba. I'm gonna put a little bit more of this on. It's a really beautiful kind of cool toned mauve pink shade. And this is a really comfortable matte lip product. I feel like this is more of like a satin matte rather than a true matte, but I've been really enjoying this. I also absolutely love the packaging of this. How beautiful. And then also just the attention to detail on the actual lipstick. There's like pyramids all around it, and like some of the like Egyptian like mummies. Is it Egyptian mummies? Really beautiful attention to detail. It makes you like not want to use the product. And then I did go in with my Iconic London lip gloss, lip plumping gloss, to just add a little bit of a gloss. So that is the lip combination today, and everything on my face. And then my fragrance of the day, we did a fragrance combination. I absolutely love the Ellis Brooklyn Sunfruit perfume for both spring and summer. It has a really beautiful, I think it feels like a pineapple note to me, but I believe it's just a fig note. I don't necessarily know there's actually pineapple in here. Regardless, I love this, and I've been wearing this quite a bit recently and been getting a ton of compliments on it. But I mixed that with my Skylar Beauty Coconut Cove. I just have the little mini, and I love a coconut scent. This is heavy coconut. Like if you don't like coconut, or like if you just like a slight bit of coconut to your products, definitely skip this. But for me personally, I absolutely love this. So this is the fragrance combination today, and that is everything for this first day of Makeup Diaries. I would love to know, as you go along through these 7 days, let me know what your favorite makeup look is, and let me know what kind of makeup you've been wearing lately. But let's move on to day 2. Hello and welcome to, I think, day 2 in Makeup Diaries. It's been a few days since I have filmed. Like, I've done my makeup, but I haven't filmed because I've been like on the go. But I think we're on day 2. This is my makeup look today. It is a very rainy day out, and I am just trying to get as much filming done as possible today. I filmed for my book channel. I also am filming for my main channel. I hate to say this because it's like, if you put it out there, it's like, then it's really embarrassing if you don't reach your goal, but I'm really trying to post every single day in June. I'm gonna see if I can do it. So I'm trying to get a little bit ahead as I can in my filming. So I mostly just plan to film today. The rain has let up just like a little bit, and so I'm hoping to get a quick walk in. But then I am reading some good books lately. I'm reading Bad Summer People, and I am like here for the drama of that book. So I'm probably gonna read. The Timberwolves play game 3 tonight. I don't even want to talk about it, because if you are a basketball fan, do you want to know what makes me so upset? After the Nuggets game, and trust me, I literally binged any post-game content I could after watching the Denver Nuggets game. Timberwolves, by the way, if anyone knows Anthony Edwards, tell him to hit me up. I feel like I could make a great basketball wife. What am I saying? Oh, Charles Barkley, Chuck, said after that game, he was literally howling like a wolf. He favored the Minnesota Timberwolves in this series, and I'm not saying what he says is what's gonna go, but after game 2, he was sitting there being like, it's gonna be, and I love I love Chuck, I love him, but this made me so upset. Also, Draymond Green, absolutely hate him. Ew. And I don't even care what he has to say. I don't care for his opinion. But he and Chuck are sitting there saying, oh, it's gonna be a sweep. It's gonna be a sweep. And I'm like, okay, even if it is, Chuck, you literally less than a week ago were saying that the Timberwolves, you favored them. So why are we going back on our word? Why are we going back on our word? Why don't you at least admit you said that, and now you're changing your mind? So I'm just hoping that the Timberwolves go into Dallas so angry tonight, like as angry as I feel right now, or angrier. I hope they go in angry, and I hope they win by 45 points like they did in game 6, because honestly, just go do it. Like, let's just shut the Dallas Mavericks fan base up just a little bit. Let's not pull a Minnesota. And this isn't even pulling a Minnesota. Like, the fact that we're even in the Western Conference Finals, I'm really happy about, so I don't mean to sound so negative. But let's go in angry, fellas, and let's show them that we just typically have been performing better on the road lately. So all this rant to say is that I'll be watching the Timberwolves later today. Fingers crossed, hoping for a victory. I need to change my camera battery. All right, now that I've gotten that rant off my chest, we can go into what's on my face. I didn't even like sit down today thinking I wanted to do something like Timberwolves inspired, but I honestly feel like, there's no mirror here. I honestly feel like this is like a little bit Timberwolves inspired. Like, not totally, but like we've got the green and the blue. Anywho, All right, what is on the eyes today? It is my Blend Bunny Surge eyeshadow palette. I am trying to get as many new palettes in my makeup collection testing completed before the end of June when I do my like mid-year ranking. So I still have a long ways to go with this eyeshadow palette. Before today, I had used this entire row. I didn't love the way that look turned out. I loved the quality of the shadows. I just didn't love the way that look turned out. So we had a lot of shadows left to go today, and I really just kind of wanted to play around with something a little bit more fun, play around with the neons. So today I went in with Alive in the crease, and then I used the shade Lush to build that up. And then I tried my darndest. I've never really done a cut crease before, but I tried to cut as much as I could. And I used Energy on like the inner, like this part of my eye, like the halfway mark. Do you get what I'm saying? And then I went in with Chemistry on the inner third of my eye. And let me grab a little bit of, I want to look in the mirror. I do really like the way that this turned out. I definitely, oh, I'm getting a little bit of creasing in the crease here. That could be because I didn't use glitter glue. There is like, again, this is my first time really trying like a cut crease. Like this is definitely a little bit outside my comfort zone. So there's, you know, I could have done a little bit better blending probably in some areas, but overall I'm really happy with the way that this look turned out. I think it's really fun. So yeah, and then I just went in on the lower lash line. I went in with that same shade Chemistry on like the inner third, and then I went in with the like neon blue on the outer 2/3 of my lash, or of my lower lash line to get this look. I use my Danessa Myricks Groundworks as always for my brows. My mascara is my Rare Beauty mascara, which I love so much. I don't know if you can really tell, but my lower lash line I have on from Sephora the waterproof liner in the shade Lime Green Matte for the waterline. I kind of like, I maybe should have done Cobalt Blue. That would have been fun. But anyway, I have that lime green shade on. And that is really everything for the eyes. I don't love my base today, I'm gonna say that. But for my base, I did go in, as I did my eyes, I went in with my Merit Great Skin Instant Glow Serum just to add a little hydration. But for my actual primer, I went in with the Tula Filter Blurring Primer. I really love this primer. I don't know that I love this foundation. So this is the Tarte Shape Tape Cloud Coverage, and I just feel like this doesn't set nicely on my skin. So I feel like if I bump my face, if I tap my face even just a little bit, like I'm getting foundation that picks up in that area, even set with a powder. And I don't know, I feel like I haven't always felt that way about this foundation, but today I'm just like not absolutely loving the base. For my concealer, I have a mixture of my Natasha Denona concealer and my Rose Ink. This one's way too light, this one is way too deep, so I mixed these two together and used those underneath the eyes. I did use my Huda Beauty Cherry Blossom Cake Powder underneath my eyes to set, and my Fenty Beauty Powder Foundation all over my face to set my face. Before setting my face, I did use my NARS bronzer, my NARS Laguna Sun Kiss Bronzing Cream Bronzer, kind of like underpainting. Like I already put my foundation on, but then I went in with this and then I set with powder. But then I did go back in with a powder bronzer, and I again used the NYX Buttermelt bronzer. I've really been enjoying this bronzer. I have mine in the shade Deserve Butter. For a $10 bronzer, like this performs like high-end bronzer in my opinion. And I would definitely be interested in picking up a lighter shade for this winter time. Like I'm like, I don't know that I have the exact perfect shade for me, but regardless, I have really been enjoying this. My blush today is the ColourPop blush in the shade Fashion District. I mentioned recently that I like recluttered this out of my declutter bin at my mom's house, and I've really been enjoying this just because I've been loving a like terracotta nude kind of blush. And I almost feel like this has a little bit more of like a red undertone, so it kind of is giving like terracotta but like with a little bit of a burn. I don't know, maybe that's not what it's giving on camera, but in person I feel like it's looking a little bit burny, which I like. And then my highlighter is my Natasha Denona Glow Highlight. I am getting ready to film my Rolling Project 10 pan update, and ooh, this packaging is like heavily scratched. Anyway, I have barely reached for this. And then finally, my lip combination. This product is nothing new to my everyday makeup, but it's the ColourPop Barbie collab in the shade Golden Beach. This lip liner, I need to sharpen it again. Like we're working our way through this. And then my lip gloss is the Buxom Golden Dolly lip gloss. I love the Buxom lip gloss formula, and I've really been enjoying the, I'm gonna add just a little bit more too. I've been enjoying this shade for like a nude a warm nude. I think this is gonna be perfect for the summer. Offers a really beautiful, like, juicy plumpness to the lips, and I've been a big fan. That is everything on my face today for this Makeup Diaries day 2. If you like the look, if there's a wolf emoji, comment a wolf emoji right this moment to show your support for the wolves. But by the time this video goes up, likely the playoffs will already be over. Even if we do go to a game 7, I'm like, I don't know how quickly I'm gonna get this Makeup Diaries up. But that is it for day 2. Let's move on to day 3. Hello you guys, welcome to day 3 in Makeup Diaries. It is actually the same day that I filmed day 2. I'm currently watching the Minnesota Timberwolves game, and it was a little too stressful, so I needed something to like take my mind off the stress. Like, I needed a distraction, so I decided to play around with this eyeshadow palette because I had just 2 more shades left in this palette before I completed this No Pan Left Behind. And at first I wasn't like absolutely loving the way that my eye look turned out, but then I feel like it really came together. Again, definitely like we've got some improving that we could do in like the blending area, but I actually like the way that this turned out, so I figured I would film this to update you guys and to just share this look with you. So as I said, I used the Odensai Earthwood palette in collaboration with Fancy Face, and the shades I used to create this look, I used this to really build up the crease. I used this to kind of blend everything together, and then I'm playing around with cut creases. It's a little difficult, I feel like, with my hooded eyes, but I'm playing around with it, just trying new things. And so I went in with this shade on the inner like half of my eye, and that is how I created the look that I did today. 2 all matte looks today, can you even believe it? But I'm kind of living for it, and I had so much fun creating this. I will say, I feel like basically since, I shouldn't say that because I feel like the Halloween collaboration with Angie last Halloween was really, really good. But I feel like since the Merry Christmas palettes that Odensai released, the Christmas and the Christmas Eve, inevitably I feel like they're matte shadows in every palette. There's like 1 or 2 shadows that really are giving me a difficult time, and that's kind of how I felt about this shade right here. This is in the shade Leaves. I just felt like it was a little bit difficult to work with, a little bit difficult to blend. When I started this look, I was really like considering just quitting and wiping it all off. I was like, okay, this is not going well. But I do like the way that the look came together, and I'm really excited that I have now completed another palette, No Pan Left Behind style. Okay, here's where I was just playing to play. I wasn't actually planning to film. Here's where it gets a little interesting. This is my foundation combination. So I mixed my Rose Ink Concealer with my Makeup Forever HD Skin and the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, and that is what my base is. I can't decide if I like it or not. I literally just finished doing my makeup, and it really hasn't been on for very long at all. I don't think I like it. It's looking heavy and it's looking creasy, but I'm literally just gonna take it off after filming this clip, so that's fine. By the way, my eyebrows are my Danessa Myricks Lightwork. I did go in with the Huda Beauty Cherry Blossom Cake underneath the eyelids to set. I feel like it looks like I have corpse lips right now. Anyway, I did also use my Fenty Beauty powder to set the rest of my face. And then for my bronzer, I went in with the powder portion of the Give Beauty bronzer. I have mine in the shade Toasted. I do really enjoy this bronzer. And then I used, again, I used this morning too, but I went in with the ColourPop Fashion District blush. I'm really glad that I recluttered this into my collection. I'm living for this. I feel like this is gonna be such a fun blush for the summertime, and this is like right up my alley in terms of what I'm looking for. So that is the blush. Then I went in with my NARS Fort de France highlighter tonight. And I do really love this highlight. Oh, I did forget to mention that I went in with High Vibes from Urban Decay, the 24/7 in my waterline, and I also tightlined using the Kaja Wing Stamp liquid liner. For my lips, I have on the Truffle Tease lipstick from Maybelline, and I topped it with the gloss I had on earlier, the Buxom Golden Dolly. Is that everything on my face? Yeah, it's not like a ton. Like I said, I just kind of wanted to sit down and film and like share another look. My mascara combination is Tarte Lights Camera Splashes, and the Rare Beauty is currently $79.80 in the game. Anyway, that's everything on my face today. I also touched up my roots, so I'm feeling all sorts of fresh and like a new woman. But that is going to wrap it up for day 3. Like I said, I'll catch you guys tomorrow for day 4 and an update on how the wolves ended. Hello and welcome to this 4th day, I believe, in Makeup Diaries. Today is Memorial Day. I don't have any plans for the day. It's very gloomy outside. I take that back. My plan for the day is to do some makeup chores as well as do some reading and some filming. But I really don't even know that I will leave my apartment today. I'm hoping that the rain lets up just a little bit so I can go for a walk. But also, I'm like, is that a car or is that thunder? Okay, today I decided to recreate one of my favorite looks that I created last year, and it was this eyeshadow look. Now, I will say I feel like the inner corner is looking like a little intense, but that's okay. That's okay. We're gonna roll with it and have fun with it. We can just jump right into what is on my eyes. I went in with a shade out of the Blend Bunny Surge palette, and I went in with my e.l.f. Cookies and Dream eyeshadow, No Budge eyeshadow stick. In the shade Sweet Cream, which is just a white. I went in with this on my inner corner, and then I just went over that with the shade Shocked right here out of the Blend Bunny Surge palette. This really beautiful neon orange. I love neon bright colors, especially in the summertime, not just in makeup, like literally in life. I just love a bright color. There's something about a bright color that just makes my soul happy. So that is what is on my inner corner. I did go in with just a little bit of the shade Mirage, the matte shade out of the Danessa Myricks Groundworks palette in my crease, just to add a little bit of depth. And then I went in with my Fenty Beauty Fly Liner in the shade In Big Truffle to create my wing. I do have the Ilia eyeliner in the shade Dusk in my waterline, and then my mascara combination is the Tarte Lights Camera Splashes with the Rare Beauty, and I heavily curled my lashes today. Like, we spent some time with my heated lash curler. So that is everything on my eyes. My brows is my Danessa Myricks Groundworks, as it always is. For my base today, I went in with the Fenty Beauty Eavesdrop Blur Smooth Tint Stick. I feel like I'm getting so close to finishing this one off. Like, that is how much we have left. Now, granted, it does look like there is quite a bit like actually inside the packaging beyond what you can roll up, and this is something I could see myself trying to like actually scrape out the excess product. I think this is a really beautiful lightweight foundation, really easy for on the go in the summer, just because it's easy, like it's easy packaging to travel with, and it's also really easy to blend out. I will say it's not my absolute favorite foundation of all time, but I would like to potentially use this up maybe by the end of summer. So that is my foundation, and then I have the NYX Born to Glow concealer underneath my eyes. I did use the powder combination that I typically use, so I have the Huda Beauty Cherry Blossom Cake and the Fenty Beauty to set all over my face. I did go in with the Benefit Hoola bronzer for my bronzer today, and then I used the Give Beauty Feeling Cheeky Amplifying Blush Duo for my blush today. This is, if I didn't say, in the shade Stars Aligned, and I actually just mixed the two of these for my blush today. My highlighter today is actually an OG. I have the Fenty Beauty Kilowatt highlight in the shade Girl Next Door and Chic Freak, and I just mixed the two of these together for my highlighter. Oh, I forgot to mention, for primer today, I just used my Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen. And then finally, my lip combination today is just the Vive Velvet Sands lip liner with the Merit Beauty lipstick in the shade 1990. I kind of like this like grungier, like brown lip. You know me, it kills me not to have a gloss on, but I thought I would try something a little bit different today. But that is everything on my face today. Super simple and easy. It did not take me long to put this makeup look together, and I'm really happy with the way that it turned out. So that is it for Makeup Diaries Day 4. Let's move on to Day 5. Hello, you guys. Welcome back to Day 5 in this Makeup Diaries series. Today is Wednesday, and I am just going to work. I am just going to work with this makeup on so we can get into what is on my face. We'll start with the eyes, and I'm so excited that I finally pulled out my Sydney Grace Tiny Marvels eyeshadow palette. This is something that I'm currently working on to complete No Pan Left Behind style, and I've mentioned on my channel a couple of times that I feel like this is one of those like very special eyeshadow palettes in my collection that for some reason I feel like I can only pull out on special occasions. So sitting down today and just giving myself the freedom to reach for this eyeshadow palette, even though I'm just going to work, felt really good, and I really love the way that this eyeshadow look turned out. I used some of my favorite shades in this eyeshadow palette. So the mattes that I used to kind of build up my base and my crease today, I used Tree Hopper all over, like, to blow out my crease, and then I used a mixture of Spider and Death Moth to kind of build up that outer crease. On the lids, I went in with the shade Scarab, which is one of my favorite blue brown shades in my entire collection, and I used that on the outer half of my lid, and then I went in with the shade Fire Butts on the inner half of my lid, and then I used Web on the inner corner to create the look that you were seeing today. And I just really love the mixture of the green with the blue brown shade. I feel like the blue brown in here is almost more like, it almost is more like, well, it is truly a blue brown, but you know sometimes how they lean a little bit more green. I think whatever you pair it with, it's gonna kind of lean more that direction, and I am just such a huge fan of that shade. So I really love the way that this eye look turned out, and I just used this eyeshadow palette. My eyebrows are my Danessa Myricks. I know I'm so repetitive when I say that. And then my lashes is the Rare Beauty mascara. I do have the Ilia eyeliner in the shade Dusk in my waterline, and I did use the Kaja Wing Stamp liquid liner to tightline today. For my base, I went in, I think this is the same combination that I went in, or really similar to the same combination that I did for my last look. I really am just trying to get my Makeup Forever HD Skin Foundation used up, but right now I need to self tan tonight. We're looking a little pale. We're looking a little fair, so I went in with a combination of the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter mixed with the Makeup Forever HD Skin and the L'Oreal True Match, and that is my foundation pairing. I don't hate it, but it definitely is not my favorite base I've ever used. My powder combination is what my powder combination has really been for the last several months. So I have the Huda Beauty Cherry Blossom Cake to set underneath my eyes and the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Powder Foundation. I'm honestly ready to pull out a different powder pairing, but I feel like I just want to like use this powder up, you know what I mean? So I'm wondering if maybe I use this for the rest of June. I don't necessarily think I'll finish this in 1 month, but maybe I use it for the rest of June and then kind of allow myself to use other powders throughout the rest of the summer and then pull this back out to finish towards the tail end of this year. But that's my powder combo. I actually went in with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrushed Bronzer powder today. I recently filmed, the last video that I filmed was my update for the like all the pans in my collection. I don't know if that video is going up before or after this video, but I still have the products kind of scattered throughout my desk, and this was sitting out there today, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna reach for this. And I actually expanded the pan quite a bit in just using it today. The like, I almost said material. The powder is really thin around where the pan actually is. So I feel like if I were to use this a little bit this summer, I could really grow that pan, especially when I think about wanting to have a larger pan to share with you at the end of the year. But this is my bronzer. My blush today is an OG. It is the Becca Flower Child blush. And then I went in with another OG. Speaking of like just products scattered throughout my desk, I went in with my Mary Luminizer highlighter for my highlight today. Like, I don't know if the Mary Lou is like my favorite highlight of all time anymore. I definitely prefer a pink highlight. But that is everything on my face. My lip combo today, where's my lip liner? I went in with the NYX lip pencil in the shade Peekaboo Neutral, which is more of a pink. And then I topped that with the Tower 28 Chill Lip Gloss for my gloss combo today. And I believe that is everything that is on my face. I am going to just add a little bit more setting spray. I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray. I have really been enjoying this. It has a really nice fine mister. I don't feel like it adds a dew to the face like a product like the Pixi Glow Mist does, but I do feel like this does help prolong my makeup wear. So that is everything for this Makeup Diaries day 5. I will catch you guys tomorrow for day 6. Hello you guys, welcome back to what I believe is day 6 in this makeup diary. Today is Thursday. We've almost made it to the weekend. I am very excited for the weekend. My pool is officially open at my apartment complex. And the weekend plans are just to lounge at the pool and get some reading done. I'm literally so excited, but alas, it is Thursday, so I do still have 2 work days to get through, and this is what I'm wearing to work today. I'm very excited to share with you what is on my face because we tested out a new eyeshadow palette today, and so far I'm really happy with it. And that palette is the Bella Beauté Bar Secret Garden eyeshadow palette. I didn't do a ton of research on this eyeshadow palette, but I believe they I don't know if they reformulated or just like redid the palette, but this is what the palette looks like. And I used the entire top row to create this look, which felt definitely like more neutral, but still sparkly and fun. I am just going to work today, so this is the look that I'm wearing to the office. And again, I just used all of the shades across the top. I did use one shade out of my Rowan 75 degrees quad on the like outer half of my lid, just to kind of have like a darker shade on the outer part of my lid, because this shade right here, it looked really metallic when yeah, it's really metallic. I'm like, it is. Oh, and I have some like black liquid liner on my lid. Whatever, we're just rolling with it today. I did actually use the shade Soleil out of the, thank you Shayla for correcting me and finally making me not look like an idiot when I say the shade Soleil. I'm truly so embarrassed, but I used the shade Soleil out of the ABH Jackie palette on my inner corner, and then I did just use my Ilia Dusk eyeliner on my waterline. My brows are my Danessa Myricks. My mascara is my Rare Beauty mascara. And then we can jump into what is on my face. So my foundation combination, I did self-tan yesterday. It had been almost 2 weeks since I had self-tanned. We were feeling a little pale and crusty. So I was able to use a darker foundation today. Although, I don't know what happened with the hands. We're bringing back like circa 2020 stuff with the tanned hands. It was an accident. I did wear a mitt. Anyway, I mixed my L'Oreal Even Better Clinical serum foundation with my L'Oreal True Match to get like a perfect match for my foundation. I did use my typical powder combo, so the Huda Beauty Cherry Blossom Cake underneath the eyes, and then the Fenty Beauty powder foundation all over the face. I did go in with my Charlotte Tilbury airbrush bronzer again. I used this yesterday, and I will say I did really have to kind of build this one up to make it look as bronzy as I wanted. So maybe this is definitely something that would be like not at my fairest, but also like not at my bronzest. Wouldn't be the best bronzer to use. Nevertheless, this is the bronzer that I do have on today. My blush today is one of the new ones from Kosas. This is in the shade Dreamland. I was struggling so much to pick out which blush shade I wanted out of the Kosas line. I did order online. Perhaps I should have gone in store. I do like this blush. I will say I do feel like this one is definitely like a lot lighter than some of the other ones, not as pigmented, which is kind of what I was going for. But also I'm like, should I have gone with a different shade? I mean, I still think it's beautiful, especially on days that I'm wanting something a little bit lighter and a little bit more neutral. But now I'm like, do I need one of the peachy ones? Possibly. My highlighter today, I'm feeling extra glowy. We're feeling like extra highlighty. It was like very stark when I first put it on, and then I had to go back over top with some of the Kosas blush to kind of like try and blend everything together. But I recently filmed my update for These Products Will Self-Destruct, and I reached into, it reminded me I need to reach into my Laura Geller Illuminator palette. So today I have the shade Peach Glow on as my highlight, and I'm looking forward to getting use out of some of these highlights as a body highlight this summer as well. And then my lip combination today, where's my Vive lip liner? Okay, I swear it was just sitting right in front of me as I got ready. And now it's literally nowhere to be found. Well, anyway, my lip liner is the Vive Velvet Sands lip liner, and then I went in, where's my lip gloss? Well, at first I had gone in with the Tower 28 Lip Softy in Dulce de Leche, but this is a terrible lip product that wears off instantly. So I went over that as I turned the camera on with the Lawless Forget the Filler Lip Plumping Gloss in the shade Maple Sugar. And we love maple sugar. We love the Lawless Forget the Filler. So that is actually everything on my face today. That was really quick and easy. I'm about to film my update for my No Pan Left Behind series, and then we are off to work for this Thursday. Anyway, you guys, I will catch you tomorrow for the final day of Makeup Diaries. I'm undecided. I probably won't share Friday's look. I'm gonna have to be at work so early tomorrow, but I will likely get up early on Saturday and film before heading out to my pool. So we'll share a fun Saturday look with you. Anyway, I will catch you tomorrow. Hello, you guys, and welcome to the last day in this makeup diaries. Today is Saturday, and I don't really have a ton of plans. Well, I do have a ton of plans today, filming all day. And then later tonight, one of the girls that I worked with at my previous office is actually moving to Maryland. So we are all going out to dinner tonight, kind of as a farewell. So I hope my makeup lasts till dinner. If the sun comes out today, I was thinking about sitting by the pool for a little bit, so we might have to redo our makeup. And maybe if I redo my makeup, I'll come back. Like if I do something very different, I could come back for like another showing of what we're doing. But this is the makeup that I currently have on my face to film some videos and potentially go to dinner tonight. So we can jump right into it. We can start with the eyes. I recently rolled in the Canyon palette, the Alter Ego Canyon palette, to my No Pan Left Behind series. So I wanted to get a head start on this one. I felt like, one, this kind of like matched the outfit, and two, it is June now, so we love a warm, bronzy makeup look. So for this look, I used these three mattes right here to kind of build up, these three mattes right here to kind of build up the look. And then I used this on the outer third of my lid, Coyote on the inner third of my lid, and then I did go on top of my entire lid with the Diver Moon Cosmetics Moth and Moon palette, and I used this shade right here all over the lid, which is just so beautiful. It's this really beautiful orange copper kind of duo multi-chrome shift, but it has like red glitter running throughout, so it just kind of makes it look like kind of sunsetty, and I feel like it just matched the look perfectly. And then on the inner corner, I decided to go in with the shade out of the What's Up Beauty Dragon Eye palette, and I went in with the shade Fly right here for just a fun pop of like a teal yellowy shifty shade. I love a shade like this on the inner corner, so I really like the way that that turned out. On my waterline, I have the Ilia Beauty Dusk eyeliner. This I'm just trying to get through. And then my mascara combo today is the Tarte Lights Camera Splashes and the Rare Beauty My Brows Danessa Myricks. And then on the face today, so I went in with my Merit Great Skin Serum Instant Glow Serum Primer before I did my eye makeup, just to kind of give my face a drink of water, a little bit of hydration. I really love this product for that, so I wanted to shout this out. But then for my primer, I went in with the Tula Filter Primer, the Blurring and Moisturizing. I feel like I've used this primer so much this past, well, most of May, and I'm really curious if I'll be able to empty this out before my June update and my deco panning. I feel like it's gonna be so close, and so I'm really just trying to get use out of this every day until it's empty. Actually, I'm gonna spray my face just a little bit. I was trying to film for my upcoming palette battle. I was doing a get ready with me for my eyes. I hated the way that the look turned out. There was a lot that went wrong, but I used one of these Fresh Cloth cucumber wipes, the Up and Up brand, on my face, and I had like a bit of a reaction, which is kind of weird. I've never had that happen before, so my face is just like feeling like extra hot and like a little bit extra dry, which is a bummer. My foundation today is the Dior Forever Skin Glow Foundation. I figured if I do end up wearing my makeup all day and out to dinner, I feel like this would be one of the foundations in my collection that would potentially last the longest and get me through dinner. And then I went in with a combination for my concealer. I went in and mixed the Rose Ink concealer with the Natasha Denona. This one is too light, this one is too dark, mixed together. I really like the combination. So that is my concealer. I did something a little bit different with my powder today. I did go in with the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder in Cherry Blossom Cake, both underneath my eyes and all over my face. I wanted to do a little bit of an experiment. We're gonna see what happens. I also was a little extra careful today when I went in with my powder puff. I really tried to tap it out onto my hand and then really tried to tap it under my eyes so that I didn't feel like it looked as heavy underneath the eyes. And I will say, I'm actually really liking the way that my base is looking, and underneath my eyes I feel like doesn't look as heavy as I've been feeling lately, so I'm really happy about that. What I'm not happy about, and I feel like I've been feeling this for days and keep meaning to like shave it off, but I have like a little, ouch, a little hair right there. I feel like I have another one. Ouch. Okay. Well, at least those are gone. This is where it also got a little bit interesting. So I went in with my NYX Buttermelt bronzer today, and I really enjoy this bronzer, but I was just going ham on this. Like, I was just we went in way too heavy with the bronzer. And then I was like, oh, like over on this side of my face, I don't want to turn all the way in case it's still looking a little bit questionable, but the bronzer situation wasn't good. So then I went in and tried to like clean it up using my Hourglass ambient lighting palette, and I feel like it worked somewhat, but then I had to go in with a little bit more Huda cherry blossom powder and like kind of carve my cheeks back out because it was a situation. But my blush combination, you guys, I pulled out my OG blush combo from, I think it was either 2020 or 2021. I was literally obsessed with this blush combo, and I must say, putting it on again today, I'm like, yes girl, we want to do this every day, I feel like. But it is the Lawless Beauty Angel Suede blush, and then over top of that I went in with the Nabla Skin Glazing in the shade Truth. I freaking love this blush combination. They just pair so beautifully together. I feel like it gives like a natural sunburnt sort of feel without being like too heavy, but it also, because of the shade Truth being more like, not even a satin, it's like almost like a blush lighter, like I'm gonna say it's kind of similar to like the Rare Beauty. Oh, it just offers this really beautiful sheen to the skin, or glow to the skin, and I freaking love it. So I'm very, very happy with the blush today. And then I did pull out my Laura Geller Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminator palette again, and I went in with the shade Peach Glow again. I will say, I think I used to love this highlighter a little bit more than I do now. It just looks more metallic, like a little bit cooler than I remember. But we're gonna still keep using this palette, kind of decide what we want to do with it. This is currently included in my These Products Will Self-Destruct. I'm not yet sure if that update, my mid-year update, has gone up or not, but I have already filmed it. So if it's up, keep an eye out for that. And then my lip combo today, I'm so happy with, so pleased with it. It is probably a new favorite, but I went in with the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat in Iconic Nude, and then I topped that with the Lawless Forget the Filler in Maple Sugar. And I must say, you guys, I really love the way that this look turned out. It is just like the epitome of summer, in my opinion. I am so pleased. And honestly, I feel like I might have to start setting my face with that Huda powder more frequently, because I just really like the way that everything is currently sitting on my skin. We'll see how it wears throughout the day. But that is everything on my face today, and that is it for this Makeup Diaries video. Thank you guys so much for sticking around to watch and for supporting me and my channel. I'd love to know in the comments below which look of the 7 was your favorite. Let me know. Other than that, I will catch you guys tomorrow in my next video. Bye.